Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. I'm not going to take much of your time today. This is going to be a really quick video. I'm going to move fast. We're going to look at liquidity. This is the Philippine corridor, and it hit another high yesterday, 1,261,000. And today is not over, and it hit another all-time high, 1,379,000. And wow, it has had these all-time highs 8 days in a row. And if we take a look at the Mexican corridor, it's no less impressive. The last 6 days in a row have hit all-time highs, yesterday hitting a milestone of 10 million. This 8-figure amount, I think, is very exciting. How high will it go? If we take a look at an article that was written about 2017 this was actually December 2017 by Save on Send. You can see that MoneyGram had actually captured 16% of that Mexican market, with Western Union right above it with 18%. So we know that there's about, at least a month and a half ago, 10% of MoneyGram's volume going through that Mexican corridor. From the increases that we've seen, it's probably now reaching a little bit more than the 10%, but exactly how much, I'm not sure. You can make some educated guesses that if they have 16% in the range of that market share for Mexico, you can make some educated guesses how high that is going to go. We will continue to watch it. So there is an interview that the Panda Ripple XRP found. I had not seen it before. It looks like to me that it took place when the Swell event was going on, because it says that this is Singapore and then the interviewer is from Hong Kong. I recognize this backdrop as being Bloomberg. So my guess is it is a Bloomberg interview that took place during Swell. So let's listen to it. It's 40 seconds long. And because I hadn't seen it, probably many of you haven't seen it either. And then I just have a comment to make that leads into the next story.
Will this ecosystem look in a year from now? That's a great question. I think the system is going to continue to evolve, where years ago, really, crypto was solving a little bit of illicit, kind of Silk Road and illicit use cases. Then it moved to really a speculative bubble that we saw. And I think you're going to continue to see in 2019 and 2020 and beyond the focus on utility. How are these technologies, how are these digital assets solving real problems for real customers? And absent that real utility, I don't think you're going to see the whole market grow and live up to its potential. It's the reason why Ripple has been so focused on a specific customer, a specific problem, and we've been fortunate to build a lot of momentum with that customer set.
Okay, so that's why we are looking at these corridors, because it is a direct relation to the utility. And then should the utility get to a point where it has an impact on demand, then of course we are all in agreement that it's going to have an impact on price. So this is why the focus is on these ODL volumes. So when we think about the retail investors that were really driving that speculative market back in 2017, until the utility kicks in, I think a lot of us are hoping there'll be another run with the retail investors. There was an article that came out in the Cointelegraph Japan that is talking about a prominent technical analysis independent trader. His name is Rastani, who gave 4 picks for his 2020. And this is Alessio Rastani. He has 26,000 people following him on Twitter. He has 214,000 followers on YouTube. And it was his YouTube channel that I think grabbed a lot of attention. So just from December 13th, it's had 32,000 views. And one of the 4 picks is XRP. The other 3 are Chainlink, Neo, and EOS. Now, if someone like this can spark another retail run, well, I'm just all for it. But the video itself is interesting because he is very good at reading charts, and he says that this is one that he's looking at for the future, and that he thinks the support line actually is at 14 cents, even though it is still looking risky. He does believe, though, that this project has the most bang for your buck, as he put it. And should we get to that 30-cent mark, it'll really, I think, confirm the upward trend that he is looking for. I'll put a link to it in the comment section below if you're interested in watching it. I think it's interesting. Okay, there is a tweet floating around out there that Ripple now has 534 employees. And if you happen to notice on that interview from the Singapore-Hong Kong connection interview we just watched, it said that Ripple had 331 employees. I think it said. Well, this caught my attention because I thought, wow, we jumped from 331 to 534 in basically a month and a half about. Well, I just checked the source, and I just need to tell you that it is Wikipedia that is citing this site as the source for that 534 employees as of December 2019. But look, it's an estimate. So again, I just want to clarify that if you see that tweet floating around out there, I don't believe this company has any solid info. They're just estimating, and this is the site that was sourced for the Wikipedia, which goes back to that tweet. So just beware of that. Okay, welcome to the chain. Everybody knows that this is a channel that's growing in regards to a lot of content providers, and I have to get on it to provide something unique for the channel in the next week, because I'm really supporting this channel because I think it has the potential to be a future Bloomberg of the crypto space, but with people who are really working hard at bringing quality content. And so when I appeared on the interview yesterday morning with, this is Chip and this is Jeff, they actually are the two that are behind the channel. I was really, really happy to do this with Sam I Am. So we had about 100 minutes of conversation that went all over the board in terms of subject matter. I mean, we just didn't stick 100% on Ripple and XRP. So it's just fun to talk in a kind of a casual environment, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I really, really did. So I just want to, again, call attention to this channel, and if you have any interest in watching this, I'll put a link in the comment section below. One of the things that we were asked were to give our picks other than XRP and Ripple, and I had given my second pick of Tezos. I'm really, really bullish on this particular project. And in today's news, Tezos entered into the top 10 cryptocurrencies following another 2% increase. So I'm just happy to say that I think I explained in the video why it is this project is interesting to me. So anyway, that is I just keep feeling really positive about this project as well. All right, if you go to Quora, David it's amazing how much time he gives to people who are asking him questions. And just about 4 hours ago, he was asked the question, do you think that Bitcoin's up and coming halving has already been priced in, given it's to happen at a certain predictable time? And he says he does, but nobody really knows. And even if he's right, he says he'll be surprised if he's right. So anyway, I love the way he answers. He looks always at both sides of the coin in a very intellectual way and in a very cautious way. And if you are looking to David's wisdom, go to Quora. He is answering, gosh, I don't know, 10 or 15 questions a week on average. And they're not always about cryptocurrency either. He is asked really random questions, and he answers them. So I enjoy following his answers quite a bit, and I'm sure you will too if you don't know about this. And New York, hey, everybody in New York City, there is an XRP Meetup, and it's going to take place on Tuesday, January 28th at 6 p.m. I'll put a link to this if you're in that area and want to join them. So far, 37 people have confirmed they're going, and it just got listed, so chances are this is going to be a big meetup. And at the way I handle content, maybe I'm not the best for people who are brand new in this space. And I think that if you are a beginner in watching this video, or you know of someone who is a beginner, Oak the Duckman is starting a new beginner series for cryptocurrency, and I find his personality to be extremely fun to watch. So I'm just going to give him a shout out and put a link to this also as well. All right, we're moving to the fluff, everybody. I told you this would be fast. There is a photographer here in Japan who is Atsushi Kobayashi, and he has some just really stunning photography. He has techniques that are very, very unique. Here is a koi pond that I think the colors that he gets to pop is really, I'd love to know what his technique is. And here you can see something that he's done from a garden temple. I think this is probably a temple. My guess, yeah, it is definitely. But he's got this amazing technique to bring out vivid color in combination with keeping some of the photograph very subdued. So I don't know how he does it, but I like it a lot. And he did a big show in 2018 with his Moon and Castle series. This is one of the photographs from that event. Here is another one. Just awesome. Just awesome. Yeah, extraordinary. And so what I want to point out is that he's in the news today because he's done another collaboration, and this is with Naga by Masa, who is a traditional armor enthusiast, and they collaborated on doing kind of this formidable warrior from the 1500s who suddenly transported to Japan today. It's creative, and I like it. And this is one of the photographs that they took, and you're going to really enjoy the Instagram account by the Naga by Masa, because he has posted many of those photographs on his Instagram. And some of them are, yeah, here is where he's sitting having, it looks like a lunch in a cafe, totally dressed in his armor, reading a newspaper. It's got a great sense of twisted humor. I really like it a lot. Okay, I will do that link in the comment section below, and take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.